Hello? Can y'all hear me now? I'm not sure what is happening. Oh, thanks, Cubs. Then I had to go in and come out. Like this is my third time coming back in because nobody could hear me. It had no sound, so I don't know if I'm going to even try to go over to the YouTube side. I might just stay on this StreamYard side because I don't really know what's going on. Um, so I had two ladies to come in. Hey Tiffany, I see you back. I see you back. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put this in the chat. Okay. All right. So hey Mr. Wise, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Every time she thinks that this is her time to come in here and bother somebody. No ma'am. Don't come over here. Go back. No ma'am. This is not the cat show. Go. Oh, okay. So I'm afraid to go on the other side because I don't know what might happen over there. Okay. Well, I thought Tiffany came back. Okay, there she is. Oh, it's Mr. Wise. Okay,
Hey, how's it going? Mhm.
it's going well. How's it going for you?
It's going pretty good, pretty good.
All right. So you have some poetry for us tonight?
Oh, it's poetry night. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
oh
okay.
yeah, it's open mic night. You know.
Hmm. I could probably, yeah, I could probably do a little something real quick.
Okay,
Let me
okay.
see. Let me see. Hold
I see
on,
you. I see
really.
you, Tiffany. I'm gonna let you in.
Okay, hold on, really quick.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna let Tiffany in.
Hi,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Whew. I had that door closed, and this daggone cat came in here and opened that door up. So we oh, so while we wait, I had uh I had some questions that I wanted to ask because I said it was discussion and poetry. So these are questions that I had asked in the group before, in our group that we in together, Tiffany PoeticallyUS. But if anybody in the chat want to answer, there's just three different questions. And the first question I had was, why is the word vagina treated like a bad word when sex is becoming so when the world is becoming so open with sex? So I want to know, why is the word vagina treated like it's a bad word, but sex is people are so open about sex now. And the question was inspired by the poem "Vagina is not a bad word." So um, if anybody want to answer the question in the chat or come up after, it's up to you, your choice.
I
Um.
would like to answer that question.
Okay.
Well, come on and answer that question.
I've never heard of vagina being a bad word before.
Yeah.
Well, not over here where I live anyway.
Yeah, people, yeah, they can treat it like it's a dirty word and don't want the little girls to
Why?
say it. Rather for them to call it something else other than what it is,
Like clit or what?
like a coochie, a
Yeah.
kitty cat, things
Mm-hmm.
like that. No, tell those babies they have vaginas. Okay?
So like so you like so would you come up to a man and be like, hey, you got a long dick or something like that?
No, you don't have to do anything long. It's up to you. It can be short,
Or
medium.
hey, you got a dick on you? Hey, that's considered a bad word too, right? 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 So right?
Are you being bad over here, Mr. Wise?
No. No. I'm being perfectly honest though.
Well,
Like it's just like for you guys to get offended by the word vagina.
no,
It's
no, I don't get offended by the word vagina. What I'm saying is a
She's
lot of
saying
times,
to teach the children the proper terminology. Don't teach children to give it little cute names. Teach,
well it
like a little
can be
boy, you wouldn't tell him it's what you were saying. You would tell him it's a penis, not
yeah, the penis, yeah.
not a PP or a whooshy or like she's saying. Just
Like
give
but
them
in
the proper
French,
terminology.
um yeah,
exactly.
but you do know there's different forms of languages that'll say those terms in different ways too. So we
Yes.
can't really say that it's called a vagina in all languages
Well, well,
or
we
or
well we know,
penis
well we
in
know
all
that
different
in
languages.
in different cultures or other languages, that of course is going to be called uh, something else because in Creole, a vagina is actually called. Uh, oh, that's the bad word for it, so I won't say because that's saying something else. Because I was about to you because that's something else. But yeah, um,
Like, but not everybody is gonna understand it. Like,
no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
I'm
it.
not even gonna understand it.
It's yeah, no, I'm still not gonna say it because it's
Like,
been a
it's a bad
while.
word.
No,
Like,
it's not a bad word.
but is it considered a bad word in English?
No, it's not. What I'm saying is, like Tiffany has explained to you, um, don't give it a cute word. Don't give it a cute name. Cute names don't help anybody. Tell them what they have for real because boys can know they have a penis. Why can't a girl know she has a vagina? This is my question. Let them know they have vaginas because it will help them out. Not might, but will help them out in the long run. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've never known female not know the
Let
what
me
it is.
I'm gonna come inside here the right way. Okay.
Okay, but I think I have my poem ready too.
Okay, you have it right. It's good.
I think. Let me see if I still have it. Hold
Can you
on.
still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you have it right. It's good.
God dang it! I have to find it.
Can you still hear me?
Okay. Um. Let's see. Okay. I dang it. Hold on. Mm,
Okay, okay, it's fine. I think Demetria thought I wasn't gonna come back on. She must have thought I wasn't gonna come back on. You all right over there, Tiffany?
Yes.
So while we waiting on you, Mr. Wise, Tiffany and I are going to read a few of our things while we wait on you. Do you want to go first? Because I didn't bring any of my original stuff. I'm actually reading other like Maya Angelou and something out of this book. I'm reading other people's work tonight. So that's where my mind was tonight on other people's work. So
Okay, I have a few new pieces I've written.
okay.
This is called Experience. Um, I won't call you ignorant. You are inexperienced. That's why you don't feel it the way we do. That's why you can afford to give the benefit of the doubt. That's why you're not triggered when he says shoot if they loot,
Mm,
because stealing is punishable by death, right? You are inexperienced in the black experience. You don't feel it like we do. You're not tired like we are. You're not enraged like we are. You're not heartbroken like we are. That's why these distractions attract you, because you don't have any experience in feeling how we feel. And that is a privilege. Wouldn't you agree?
mm-hmm.
So, of course, I wrote that one after everything that's going on right now.
Yeah.
What? Okay, go tell your grandma. Okay, well, I'm doing something.
Well, my grandbaby just ran back here too, talking about something. Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll find
Oh, were you
my
waiting on me? Okay, because
yes.
okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll go next. So this is Desan. I hope I'm saying his name right. Desan Anu. I met him at a poetry show in Fayetteville. He was one of the features, and he had some really awesome work. So it's just kind of like the follow up with what you just read. So because I had picked this out, and I'm like, oh, we didn't even know. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's called Blues for Midnight. Bullets are not shooting stars. Wishes and closed eyes have been hand in hand since our youth. So justice stays blind to imperialism's wishes that we would go away or stay in our place, while society stays blindfolded by a belief that things have actually changed. So I sing a blues for midnight because we are still afraid of the dark, still caught in the horror of it all. Ask Alfred Hitchcock if he knew they shoot shadows, sending light piecing into them until red signals them to stop. We lose our young at the end of the rainbows, our colored girls when it's enough, our young men before they can taste them. Oh, them, wash them with a brisk sense of satisfaction. What you want with them colors, black girl, you can't have them colors, black boy. You want you might think you as beautiful, might think you equal. Put them colors down, African child, or we'll make the Nile run from your mama eyes. It is sad. It is said that black is the absence of light, calm collectivity. Mama said being by the time the street lights came on because fallen angels with with Hogan halos do the devil's work, making it easier for constellations to be drawn across black skin. I sing a blues for midnight because black holes start with collapsing stars. Even the universe knows the force of millennial huge skin comet cannot cleanse dark spots. Mr. Clean is not a skinhead. We are not monsters. Bullets are not shooting stars. I sing a blues for midnight, dancing to the melody as I march, writing fight chants on the wind with my tongue. Listen to the airways, radio free Dixie. Nod your head to the tune. It's a party, a revolutionary party. Didn't freedom fighters teach us that it is our silver right to resist? They knew we might not see the dawn sun unless we learned how to protect the night ourselves. Past the tears falling like rain, past the pain, chalk outlines, and faulty media reporting. Whenever a black life is lost, I sing a blues. Call it midnight. The families left in mourning. Their loved ones will never see morning because somebody afraid of the dark recovered and afraid of ravens walking upon a midnight dreary, fearing it as a demon, seeing them as birds of prey. To kill a mockingbird, all you need is the right excuse and the right appearance. I got trouble in my mind. Nina, I asked Thelonious, what happens round midnight? He say, piano lessons taught him to know the black keys by the white ones they were surrounded by. When midnight melodies become funeral processionals, we remember black life by the white one, by the white one they were killed by. Ma Rainey taught us how to go on record, stand for something, Mama. Mama knows best. William Henry Lane showed us how to really feel about black faces when he stepped on those minstrel show stages. So I
What?
need us to
Oh,
learn to sing a blues for midnight, a revolutionary revere that inspires a radical resistance. Use our voice and presence from classroom to the boardroom, Senate chambers to town hall. Uh, um, what that was it. Mama, small talk to 125th and Lenox and across 110th Street. Remember them 88 seconds in Greensboro? Sing a blues for midnight. Teach it to your brother and sister, sons and daughters until the melody haunts like a guilty conscience because bullets are not shooting stars. The next time they invade the night sky, I might not make it home.
mm,
And so
And
that's
who is that?
his book right here, and it's called Enemy by the Sound Anew. Everything Worth Fighting For is the name of his poetry book.
okay.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So you ready, Mr. Wise?
Mm-hmm. This one is called Curse. I see pain and strength in your heart, mind, and body. Love for another, which I may offer in a place, but never truly the same. Wishing there was more I could do, but for now, all I can do is be there and help fill the hole you have. You are not alone because I am not going to allow that to happen. Allow me to share your burden and keep that beautiful smile you wear so much. You will be happy. I know you will. Because I know what it's like.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. Oh, that's nice. You have another one for us, Mr. Wise?
Hmm.
You have another one?
Yeah, I have many, really. But
Hey, Thunder Scorpion. Yes, this is open mic. If you want to come up. All right. Did you want to come up after Mr. Wise? All right. So,
I think that'll be all for now.
you sure? Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
the link again in the chat for somebody want to come up. You, Tiffany, you can Wish you want to read your next one, Tiffany?
Sure.
Okay.
This one is actually a piece by Upala Chasala from her book Soft Magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many earth tone men and women, barred and broken, bodied and bleeding, black and begging, black and barely breathing. Too many honey skinned people, beaten and burnt, and bruised and Bibled. Too many melanin children being put to bed early in tight boxes, playgrounds, and prayer houses, becoming graveyards and tombs.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, I discovered her on Instagram and I bought all of her books.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I've been reading. I read all three of them in like one weekend.
Oh, you really like that, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I was telling Mr. Wise, thank you for coming up. I was typing it in the chat, but I'm not. I can
That was
just.
a good piece he did.
Huh?
I said that was a good piece he did.
It was. I liked it. I appreciate you coming up. And hey, GB boss, I haven't seen you before. I appreciate you coming in. Oh no, no, sir. Um, Hold on, Tiffany. Um, I'm going to remove your comment here. He said, "Watch time for watch time. We can share screen shoot." No, this is not going to stay inside here. So let me find. I'm sorry, Tiffany. I don't think I have any mods in here right now. I can't even find it. Is it any mods in the chat? Somebody in here said watch time for watch time or something. No, it's just there's no mods in here, and I can't seem to find it. Let me go over here. See, can I remove this myself? Uh, uh, no, I wanna. Why can't I remove this comment? Oh, okay. It's not being shown. Okay, okay. It's okay now. I didn't know what was happening when I saw that somebody hid it already. Okay, so
Oh, okay.
it's my turn. And if anybody want to come up in the chat, more than welcome to come up. The link is blocked. It's open mic night. Tiffany and I are here doing it. So like I said, I had got got these out for tonight. I decided that I would sometimes you just have to honor other people's work. You know what I mean? And so this is my Angelo and it's called Faces. Faces are more remember than reject. The brown caramel days of youth. Reject the skin sucked tit of childhood mornings, poke a muzzle of war in the trust frozen eyes of a favorite doll. Breathe, brother, and displace moments hate with organized love. Poet and queen, Christ waits at the subway, but who sees? That's not Angelo.
Sorry, got a tickle in my throat.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
You want me to go again?
I do, I do.
Okay. This is one of mine. It's called Breathe. In my mind, the quiet is so loud. My thoughts are so chaotic. My heart is so hurt. My soul is so tired. I want to tune out the noise when really the only audible sound is my next breath. My thoughts are so loud because my fallen brother doesn't even have that left. So I grieve while I breathe. He couldn't even do that with your knee on his neck.
Mm.
And that's all that one.
And then that's just it's awful, that happened and it's awful. And then you already know. I'm sure you know how. I'm not even going to say his name in here. How he was trying to have his rally in Tulsa, on
Yeah,
Juneteenth and stuff. After everything that happened in Tulsa, how you gonna try to have a rally? You don't
right.
have a rally in Tulsa when you know that our people was murdered there. You
He
know
knows
what?
what he was doing.
And so
He
and then he.
instantly came out with a tweet and changed
Oh, I
the
saw.
day.
Oh, I saw the tweet. I saw the tweet. I saw the tweet, but I still feel like that was disrespect because
He did
he
it purposely, yeah.
put it a day after still Juneteenth. You know what I
Because,
mean?
yeah, it's a Saturday. We're obviously going to probably celebrate on the weekend.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If he wanted to do something, why he didn't do it for July the 4th? How about that?
yeah, yeah.
Hey, I see you back. Yeah, the sound good now. The sound good. I had put the link in the chat. I'll put it back down so you can come up, Demetria. Hey, Miss Yo Yo, how you doing? So I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and if you want to read another one or if you want to wait, it's up to you while I do it. It's your choice, Tiffany.
Oh, I can find something else.
Okay, I think I'm doing it right. Oh, what is this? Okay. Oh, do we do this every weekday? It's every Saturday. I try to do this every Saturday. I'm trying to Thunder Stephanie, and I'm trying to get a regular time where we can do it because all of us have different schedules, being moms, grandmas, and working moms, of course. So we have to come together when we can get together because we are all in a poetry group together called Poetically Us, and so we come together and do some poetry. And I just said, how about we bring other people up as well? Besides people out the group. So you are more than welcome to come on Saturday, but I think I might be doing every other Wednesday because one of the poets got in touch with me and she was like she wanted to come on, but she's working and she can't do it on Saturday. So you might get a Wednesday out of us. So that I hope that explained everything to you. And the link is in the chat, Demetria, if you want to come up. All right, I'm ready, Tiffany. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm still scrolling, trying to find something.
You still scrolling. Oh, girl,
Let's see.
my granddaughter is in there. But I don't know what she's doing. Can you hear? Can you hear the TV?
A little bit, but I can't hear it over you.
I have to close the door. I'm sorry. Turn it down for me. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. Oh, okay. Okay. You said you see. Okay. Whew. I'm a while you scrolling. I'm gonna go ahead and read this one. It's old. I wrote it um about 2 years ago or so. I don't know. It's if you don't like profanity, um, you might want to step on out if you don't like profanity. So because yeah, this is why I was separated from my husband, and I had some things to get off my chest. Okay, so here it is. It says, I don't want him back. I'm not sure if he's slow or just mentally ill, but whatever the case is, I don't give a fuck. I don't fight over men, and not even my husband, honey. I gave him, I gave him to you when I threw his black ass out because of his girlfriend crack. And I have already told you this before. So why the fuck would you come to my house? It must hurt to be second best. You see, that's why you're obsessed with me. You know he would come back to me if he could. But listen up, even though your ass can't hear that well, so make sure you get the wax out your ears. Let me be real clear. I don't want him back at all. I'm living my best life without an addict in my life. Don't test me over. Don't test me. So, hear me really clear. I don't mind busting your ass, and it wouldn't be over him. You came to my home in hopes of starting some shit, but I wasn't there, and his dumbass, he was dumb enough to come with you. He lost his entire mind. He already knows I'll bust his ass too. Come back if you like, but I promise you won't leave the same. Two fucking lames. Fuck both y'all. Listen, dumbass, I've been moved on. So congratulations on your unemployed alcoholic drug addicted married man that don't even want your dumbass. He throws his wife up in your dumbass face and calls her on the phone, begging her to take him back. You see, that's the reason you thought you would come to where I live and start some shit. His dumbass came to trying to save face in order to continue to secure a place to stay and not pay rent. You think you won the prize? Well, I know not. Because, honey, he is continuously calling my phone and begging to come home. But this ain't his home anymore. It's my drama free home of his shenanigans. He be out in the streets asking about me. So being mad at me is some dumbass shit. You need to check him. Better yet, how about you choose yourself over some man that clearly don't want you, but just using you? I'm just saying, I don't want him back. Am I
Yes.
crazy? Am I crazy? But
No,
I took him back.
I felt that one. I say, oh no, she
I did.
bold.
Yeah. I made him stay. He stayed gone. I made him stay gone for a year. He was gone for a year, and he was dating. I was dating. Whatever, whatever. And but the lady, because we live in a small town, and every time she would see me, and she would be mad and all this crazy stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what she mad about. And then she had a conversation with my daughter because even though we weren't together, we've been knowing each other since childhood, so we still had a friendship. But I didn't like want him here. I wanted him to get himself together. You know what I mean? I want him to get himself together and have work, and not think that it's okay to live off of me because you know you're on drugs. You need to get help. You know what I mean? So it was he had to come back and while he was getting help. If you understand what I'm saying, it was just it was a no for me for him to be here and not contributing and being an addict and stealing out the house. You know, stealing because I've been through some stuff, Tiffany. You probably seen some of the stuff in the group, but I forgave him. I let him back in, and we seeing how it's gonna go. We seeing how it's gonna go. But I was pissed off when I I, was, I wanted to bust
I
somebody's
understand. I
head.
understand.
Hey T, how you doing? Okay, you ready? You ready, Tiffany?
Yes, this one is called Again, and it's from Helium by Rudy Francisco. Last night I had a dream, and in this particular dream, I dreamed in my dreams, woke not knowing I was still sleeping, and decided to walk. That night I walked in my sleep, I slept in my walk. I walked backwards until I saw you for the first time, and I could barely muster the courage to introduce myself all over again. I've been trying to find the right words. I've been trying to take the right steps for what seems to me like thousands of years, but something always seems to go wrong between us. We lived in Egypt. I was the Pharaoh's slave. You were his daughter. Loving you led to my death. They claimed I seduced you. And after they stole my life, I was resurrected as a mason. I made the foundation for your house. We met eyes for 2 seconds. You left, and I didn't see you again until I died. I came back as a caterpillar. I turned into a butterfly. I landed in the palm of your hand. You brushed me away, and the rejection killed me. When I awoke, I was a kick drum. You were a snare. We were both owned by this drummer named Cozy Cole, and when he died, so did we. But I came back just to look for you. I left notes in random places, hoping that you would stumble across them. I carved our names in trees and then prayed it would jog your memory. I whispered your name in the wind, hoping somehow, maybe some way, my voice would reach you, but it didn't, and I died. I died early. I died young with breadcrumbs in my hand. So they buried me, and when they buried me, they put these coins over my eyes, and I used them as bus fare to get back to Earth, just so I could look for you. I love that poem.
Oh man, I do too. You wrote that?
No, that is Rudy Francisco. That's
Okay,
from his book Helium.
you did say that, didn't you? That is that is just too beautiful. Yes. And what is the name of the book again?
Helium.
Helium. I'm writing it down. Uh, Rudy
Yeah,
Frank.
he's one of my favorite poets, and he does a lot of spoken word. You can probably find his videos on uh, Facebook or YouTube.
Oh, okay. Now that sounds good to me. I'm good, T. I'm good. I'm good. So, let me see. I guess I don't even know who is this. This is by Alice Walker. The last time. The last time I was afflicted by love, I murdered the man. But that was an earlier century. Another country, a harder climate, and death proved him a foreign transit like any other. That's by Alice Walker. It was just a short poem by Alice Walker.
I love Alice Walker.
Oh yeah, she has some pretty good ones. And then I'm not sure if I have the whole thing, but I'm gonna read it. I think I put the whole thing in here. This by Langston Hughes. It might not be the whole poem, but I think it's most of it. It's called Dressed Up. I had my clothes clean just like new. I put them on, but I still feel blue. I bought a new hat. Show is fine, but I wish I had back that old girl of mine. I got new shoes. They don't hurt me. They don't hurt my feet. But I ain't got nobody for to call me sweet. Langston Hughes. So
Oh yes, Langston.
yeah, that's my favorite poet, girl.
I love Langston too.
Yes, yes. Okay.
I think somebody wants to come on.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me go and look. I didn't look. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link again.
You want me to go again while?
Oh yes, yes.
Okay, this is called Rhythm. This is actually one of my pieces.
Okay.
Feeling the rhythm of your samba like baritone whispering to my soul sends electric currents through my spine. Could it be you from that other lifetime, coming to complete my being, drawn to you like a magnetic force field? I am sucked into your vortex, trying to be on the same plane, same wavelength, same rhythm as the last time. Trying to move with your body, read your mind, so that we can be close, one. For you are that entity that sustains my sanity. A songwriter said it best: I'm lost without you, and I can't help myself. I need to meet your rhythm. The rhythm of your heartbeat, rhythm of your soul, pulsing and sending signals only I can feel, see, touch, chase, mind, body, and soul. You're overridden my senses, my system, taking my offbeat pattern and synchronize it to your step, your movement. I've caught your rhythm and made the perfect rhyme. And that's
Oh,
actually from my book, Whispers of Africa.
oh man, I love it, Tiffany.
Thank you.
I love it. Hello, Thunder Scorpion.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All
Hello.
right. Are you going to bless us with a piece?
Yeah, I'll do a short little piece. It has
Okay.
no title. It's just pretty much off the head. So just whatever it feels in the moment.
Oh, oh, I love those too.
Thanks for having me, and I'll just jump into it.
All right. While you doing that, I'm gonna bring Demetria in.
Cool. Words are never easy when they dwell from within. Waiting to fizzle and birth out of my lungs from my breath attempts to guide me through each step as I walk through this path. Walk through this path as we know as life. Life, I keep my eyesight on the surface. So I try to remain anointed from the top to the bottom, from my crown to my feet, to never see defeat. Words sometimes can be easy to speak, but the actions that follow may not come into place. So I stay in my place and remain still, sharpening my skill to walk in that action that I know is. And my destiny is whatever I manifest through thought, words, and actions. To me, my satisfaction is not enough. I must go beyond. With the times that we're dwelling in within today, it's easy to wow the crowd. I'm not doing what's keeping me in stagnant. I'm doing what's keeping me in the now, for in the future of the children to continuously build and continue building with fellow people with like minds. It's not to attempt to shine, it's to attempt to stay divine and walk in that narrow path of life. Simply as put, words are spoken, actions are taken. Peace.
Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that, honey. Yes. Snap,
Thank you.
snap. You have another one for us?
I'll look or I'll think if I feel it, I'll come back up.
Okay, okay. So Demetria,
Awesome.
she gonna bless us. Cutie's
Can you hear me?
company. Hey, girl.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me good? My chat.
Oh yes, we can hear you great.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I got one for y'all. It's about me though, y'all. This poem is about me. So I guess this gonna introduce me, huh? So
Yeah.
yeah, those of y'all who don't know me already. All right, y'all. This one called I'm Just B. Yeah, B, the letter B. All right, y'all, here it goes. You wanna hear it? Here we go. Yep, it's me, yours truly, here to set the record straight. I'm just a girl that grew up treated cruelly. No matter how much I grew, it's just my trait. I'm just a city girl trapped in a foreign land, a girly girl that was raised in a man's world. Don't ask me when I got saved, that's in God's hand. As far back as I can remember, I've been his squirrel. I can't think of a time I didn't have to pray. Hell, prayer is the only way I've made it this far. Walking with a limp, someone always had something to say. They even talked as I drove the beat up Lincoln Town car. So whispers and laughter is something that I've gotten used to. I've been a sore thumb since I came out the womb, rejected by many and loved properly only by a few. They drowned out my voice like that rock that covers the tomb. But oh, how my traits have built integrity in me. I help all in need, whether they ask me or not. I've even given up my peace for others, you see. And to blow off steam, I just shoot my shot. My bodyguard that can fit only in my hand, bringing light into this dark world of hate. Click, clack, pow, the kickback that you can't stand. I remember crying as a kid just because I couldn't skate. The doctor thought I was an ordinary case until I came in with a broken cast from lifting up my own weight. I can't even begin to explain the things I've had to face. The betrayal, the pain, rejection, it's all I can count on like fate. So turn your back. It's what I'm used to. People use me and go on with their life. It's okay, I'm built for it tough. So like a fly, shoot. Nobody ever handed me anything. It's my strife. So if you see me puffing a square, don't be so quick to judge. I finally understand why my mom kept silent. People don't get it. They just want to see you budge. But don't push this beef. I can be quite violent, but I'm turning over a new leaf. This chapter is through. My greatness has emerged. Yes, I'm the best of the best. God has fixed me, you see. I no longer wear the big shoe. I've learned patience and humbleness. I've passed my test. That's that piece. So yeah, that's about me because as a child, I went through a lot of surgeries because I was born with one of my legs longer than the other one. I was born prematurely, and I had some trauma in the
Dem-
womb.
Demetria,
Huh?
Demetria, speak over this way. We can't hear you when you go that way.
Is this better?
Yes.
I'll just hold the phone then. Okay. So, like I was saying, when I was a kid, I had a lot of surgeries, and so I dealt with a lot of bullying, a lot of things of that sort, and it just built up strength in me. It really didn't, as a child, I felt like it was breaking me down, but as an adult, I realized it just made me stronger. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
kill me. It made me better.
Yes.
So yeah, that's about some of the things I had to deal with growing up. The looks, the stares, and I'm gonna tell you something that I recognized when I was a child is that I didn't have any problems with children. They treated me like any other child. All the problems came from adults.
Yeah.
So
Adults
I was
too.
like, it's ridiculous. Like they would drive me crazy, asking me question after question after question. I'm like, come on now, leave me alone. Ain't
And,
nothing wrong with me.
you know, adults can be some of the biggest bullies to children, which is
Yes.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It is wickedness. It's sad though because they don't realize that the things that they do to a child will affect them in their adult life. Because I literally had to go about 2 years ago and dig deep and pull out all that stuff that I buried from when I was a kid. I buried that stuff, but it wasn't gone. It was still in me. It was just buried, but I didn't realize it was affecting the way I treated people, the way my attitude was, my emotions, how the way I handled them. So I literally had to get that stuff out of me. I had to deal with it head on like a collision. And I felt so much better, so much lighter afterward. I felt like I got my power back. Even all those adult bullies that bullied me as a child, I went back to them and I checked them. I did. I was like, you know what you did to me when I was a kid? You was wrong. And some of them, apologized. Some of them didn't. But, hey, it is what it is. I still addressed it. I'm like, look, I want you to know. And I thanked them. I didn't even, I said, thank you. Because you made me who I am today.
And
I
you took
did.
your power back. It was
I
part of
did.
taking your power back. And
I
standing up
stole
for
it back.
you. That's right.
Yes.
That's right because it's a
And
shame.
I felt the power as it came back in my hands because they felt weak. They couldn't even talk to me. They were like, they didn't know what to say. They were mute. And
Of
I'm
course,
like,
they didn't know what to say because they can't bully you. They can't be a bully
I'm
anymore.
not a kid anymore.
So that's what they do. They like to bully children instead of
Hmm.
protecting the child like they supposed to help
That part.
them to become, you know, a good person. Teach them how to be good people. They around here bullying people and all kind of ridiculous stuff. I remember when I was a kid, um, my mom had sickle cell anemia, so she would be in and out
Hmm.
of the hospital. And so a lot of people didn't know. I don't know what their problem was. Didn't know what sickle cell was. So some people didn't want their children to play with me as a kid because they like, well, what is that? Can they catch it? And I'm like, what do they mean? Can they catch sickle cell? Because my mom has sickle cell. That don't even it didn't make sense. And so it was a lot of people, like some of the I
That didn't
remember like the
understand it.
neighbors from across the street did not like me, did not want their children playing with me, and the children wanted to play
Wow.
with me, but they were afraid that they weren't that their children was going to catch sickle cell, and I wanted to play with those children so bad that my mom actually went over there and explained her condition. I don't even know like how in the world they knew. Okay, because she had to go to the hospital a few times, so I don't even know where the ignorance was coming from. Do your research and then don't come and ask a child. You know what I mean? A child doesn't know.
But that's why we're dealing with so much racism in today's day because it's taught from the parents, from the adults. These kids don't come out the womb like that.
No.
They don't even see color. You know, that's why I'm saying when I was a kid, kids that they played with me, they didn't see nothing different about me. They
Mm-mm.
didn't treat me any differently. It was always the adults. So that's why I know the reason why we are dealing with a lot of stuff that we're dealing with in this society today is because of the adults what they're teaching their children.
Exactly. Exactly. I say it's the adults too. Hey Tony.
Cause
Hey
this new
Renee.
generation really don't know much about slavery and all the things that our ancestors went through unless they're taught it. And a lot of the schools aren't teaching it as much anymore as they used to. So the only way they're learning this stuff is from their parents or from their peers. So we have to do better with how we handle children. Seriously.
Yeah,
I got another poem if you want another one.
I do. I would love to hear another poem.
All right. This one is called Crying and Trying. It can be difficult, you see, to live a life like me. The pressure of rejection is real to handle all the pain that I feel. When those you hold so dear forget you exist like you're not even here. No calls, no love except from the sun. Doing the right thing is not always fun. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to quit. If I did, my mom would have a fit. The Atlantic Ocean has nothing on my tears. Living a life of facing all your fears. Never fitting in, never wanting to sin. Boy, it's not easy loving from within. Most only see themselves in the equation. But me, I see everyone and every occasion. Big or small, I embrace it all. Being so
Mhm.
short, but feeling so tall. They say if it was easy, everyone would try it. I beg to differ. They tried it, they just quit. The greatness inside me, I can't contain much longer. Pretty soon I'll explode and feed everyone's hunger. These walls are closing in on me. I must spread my wings. I got a world to see. It's that
Yes.
piece. I was going through something when I wrote that one.
Girl, don't we
I was
all
going
be?
through some stuff.
Hey, Tiffany, you back?
Hi. Sorry.
I heard the dog. I heard the dog.
Yeah, I didn't want him to interrupt anybody's poetry.
Oh, well, thank you. You have a piece. Do you have a piece?
Oh, yeah, I have another piece. Sorry.
All right. Anybody that want to come up with the link in the chat if you want to share any poetry, your poetry, somebody else's poetry, that's fine with me.
Ready for me?
Oh yeah.
Okay. This one is called Believe Him. And then this is from me. He says my eyes are like the phoenix rising from its own ashes, making him reborn again, baptizing him in peace and tranquility like no other. Why should I believe him? He says the stars have aligned and singled us out to be one. That passion is not a fleeting ship on the docks of his soul, but anchored to the waves of my voice. Yet it's hard to believe him. He says everything is everything, and I am his queen, his diamond in the rough ghetto streets, the hip hop beat to his acoustic flow, meshing our genres into a perfect blend. All I have to do is listen, and I want to believe him. He says every day is Valentine's Day when he's with me, that I am like the aura that surrounds his being. He cannot make his way in the world without me on his arm, like a diamond on a ring finger. He wants to show me off. My disbelief is weakening. He says love is what lies in our hearts, but desire clings at our souls. Makeshift letters left on my doorstep speak volumes of his yearning just to be close, like rose petals before their bloom. And I want to. I'm aching to. I'm praying that just this once I can believe him. And that's another one of mine. Could you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It was I guess it was some feedback um going on. I have mine on. Did you put the YouTube on mute?
I only have the StreamYard open.
Oh, okay. So it might be me over here.
I went on mute so I wouldn't interrupt her for I'm back now.
Okay, okay. So I guess I'm up next, unless somebody else want to come up. Cause yeah, I guess I'll. Cause I like I said I really just I felt like I would do Maya tonight, so that's what I felt like.
Yeah, I got a makeup poem. I know y'all probably don't want to hear it. It's about
Of,
makeup.
of course, we want to hear it
Y'all want to hear the makeup poem?
for sure.
Y'all know I'm a makeup artist too, right?
Yeah, we want to hear your
Yes, I
makeup
write
poem.
poetry about makeup too.
I
All right, it's
take
called Trust the Process. Huh?
I take all poetry, all poetry.
All
Doesn't
right, all
matter.
right. This one is called Trust the Process. As I stop and think of the beauty I'm about to create, colors bunched together in my mind. Just picking one or two or three is a battle. All will do just fine. Brushing my brows, I can only debate if I'm going to go thin or bold or naturally arched. Conceal and blend the amazing art. Why haven't I been aware of this technique from the start? Shadow time. Let me grab a drink. This could take a while. It requires focus and skill. As I set my eyes, still debating which colors to choose, these eyes can cause fear or give someone chills. After the choice is made, oh, decisions don't end. Should I go light, cut, or create a mountain of blends? I'm a glitter girl. I must do it one way or the other. Either on my shadow or liner, creating swift trends. The wing is going to show its sharpness. It's is a delight. This part must be perfect in my sight. Now it's time for skin, my favorite part. Let's get out the shades. This contour must be just right.
Mhm.
Blending and beating, foundation and oils, everything about this face must glow. Don't forget the neck, the ears, the hairline, everything the camera flash will show. Coming close to the end, but more steps to go. Blush and highlight is a must. Be sure to snatch that nose and hit that cupid's bow. Highlight can't have too much. We must believe. Wait, highlight can't have too much. Believe me, just trust. Setting
Mhm.
powder and spray away. One more step left to seal the day. Those lips must make them treat you like a queen that you are. Now look at that face and snap your fingers and say, okay.
Okay.
That's my little makeup poem.
That was cute.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, you know I'm a makeup artist, so I had to do that for all my little makeup friends. They like, what is she doing coming in our makeup groups with poetry? Hey, I'm a poet too.
Look, look, I posted poetry in my head group before. So hey,
Mm-hmm.
You
you
got to
know,
put
I'm
it
like,
where
this
you can
girl just
put
do
it.
everything.
right? So I'm gonna this was my Angelo. I always say her name wrong.
All right. My favorite, she the one who got me into poetry, by the way.
Oh, oh, see, I have the
I
whole book
heard
here.
Hey Black Child when I was in grammar school in fourth grade. I heard the poem Hey Black Child,
Oh,
and that's what made me start writing poetry.
I don't think I've ever read that one or heard that one before. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's not in this book though.
What?
It might be because it say the complete poem. I haven't
It's
been
a
through the whole book yet.
classic.
So, and this one is
You gotta hear it.
can you hear me? You said I am. I'm definitely gonna hear it. You gonna make sure I hear it. I'm gonna make sure I hear it. This one is called In Retrospect. Last year changed its season subtly, stripped its struly winds for the reds of dying leaves. Let gill drips of winter ice melt onto a warming earth and urged the dormant bulbs to brave pain of spring. We loving above the whim of time did not notice. Alone I remember now. Okay, and so that was in retrospect by my Angela. All right, and then I have I'm still with my Angela, and this is called
You know, one of
Arrival.
my other Maya Angelou favorite poems is the caged bird that sings. That's one of my favorite Maya Angelou poems.
Oh yeah, I'll read it. It's in this book. My
Yes,
mine
read
is
it. Yes.
okay. I'm gonna read Arrival, then I'm gonna read Cage Bird. I had went to the page and I was like, I don't know if I want to read it or not. So I looked at it and then I took it off that page. Uh, I took it off that
If you
page.
want me to, I got it right here. I can read it if you want me to.
All right. Well, you know what? You read that one, and then I'm gonna read. I don't even know what one is I had anymore. I
I
had
think I
something.
got the entire poem. Yeah, I got it. Okay. You want me to read
You
it?
yeah, you read it while I try to find the
Okay.
one I lost.
The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream to the current's end and dips his wings in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But the bird stalks down his narrow cage and seldom sees through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat and to sing. The caged bird sings with fearful thrill of the things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard in the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade wind soft through the singing trees, and the fat worm waiting on a dawn on a down bright lawn, and his name's the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Maya Angelou.
Yes.
Yes, she is one of the best.
For sure. For sure. I am trying to you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. So this one is to a freedom fighter. You drink a bitter draught. I sip the tears your eyes fight to hold. A cup of less of hembane steeped in chafe. Your breast is hot, your anger black and cold. Through evening rests you dream. I hear the moans, you die a thousand's death. When Cain straps flog the body, dark and lean, you feel the blow. I hear it in your breath. My Angelo to a freedom fighter. Okay, okay. So that
Very
was right there,
very timely.
right? For sure.
Yes, Maya Angelou is a very deeply written woman. You could tell she went through a lot in her life because of her poetry. You could tell like she experienced. I actually watched a documentary on her, and she went through a lot of relationships and marriages and a lot of stuff. She was married to a white man for a little while,
Yeah, I
and
saw that.
she went through a lot of stuff in her life. So I understand why her poetry is so deep because of her life experiences.
Hmm. Oh,
But
so
she's my
ladies.
favorite poet.
Oh, okay. I saw you said that in the chat that Michelangelo was your favorite poet, and so
Hmm.
what I wanted to ask you, ladies, I think I had already asked you guys about tomorrow, coming on tomorrow for Juneteenth, and we bring our pieces in honor of our freedom, you know, because that was the day we got our freedom, and just like what's going on right now. However, you feel like bringing what you're going to bring, just bring it. But what I wanted to know, because there's three of us, and I asked the fourth lady about doing Nina Simone for women. I wanted us to do Nina Simone for women, and it's a song which is about four different women, and each one has their name. So have y'all heard the song before?
Yes.
By Nina Simone.
Hmm.
So because but I wanted to know if anyone had a preference for which part that they wanted to take if they wanted to participate. I don't have a very big voice, so Peaches would not be a suit for me, even though I did the whole one. I read all four, and I had to like the end of it. I had to kind of spit that thing out, and it wasn't very loud, but I got it done. So, does anybody want to take Peaches? Because I know Tony, you said you would do it tomorrow as well. So I'm just trying to see, like, so we can have it together, so we can have it together and get our parts, you know. So who who does
Well,
it?
you know, I have to do the radio show tomorrow, so it depends on what time.
Oh yeah, that's right. So somebody might have to take two parts. You know. So somebody have to take two parts. That's
I
fine.
mean, if it's not in conflict with the show, then I can do it. That's not a problem.
Okay, okay. Because tomorrow, I'm going live a little earlier tomorrow than I did. I think it was like 6. I put to go. I have to look at the schedule I made for myself. But I think did I say 6, Tiffany? Because I
Oh,
think
I
I
thought you said the same time as today.
9 to
because
10.
that's what time I have to do the show tomorrow. I think the show is at 6 or 7. I think it's 6 my time, 7 Eastern. I'm not sure.
Oh,
I don't know what time you guys are on, but
okay.
I'm on Central. I'm on Central time, so
Well,
um
I'm on Eastern. You two on Central. Everybody on Central but me. I'm on Eastern time.
well, the radio show I'm doing on Eastern time, so they on your time too. So
So, what time works for you, Tiffany?
Um, I can do the 9 your time, so it would be 8 my time.
Okay, and what time works for you, Demetria?
I think this show runs from about 7 to about 9.
Oh, okay. Hey, Cam Cam. So that means that you
But
probably
if I can, I'll shoot you a message if I get done earlier or anything. If I can just jump in, I'll jump in.
okay, okay. So if we okay, so I guess we'll figure it out. So I just wanted to kind of see like what part did anybody want to get, so they would have it and they would know it. Well, actually, you don't have to know it because you can write it down like I have it written down. So is it just in case you can't make it? Is it anyone that you want, and which part would you want, Tiffany? And you can write in the chat the part you might want, Tony. Or it doesn't matter to you guys.
No, it doesn't matter to me.
It don't matter.
Okay, so I think I want to take Sophronia, the first one. Oh, yeah, I think that's her, the first one, and then we'll go from there. Hold on, I have it right here. I just looked at it.
What's the name of it again?
It's called Four Women. That's the
For a
name.
woman.
Four Women, and you can find it right here on YouTube too. Because Sophronia is the first woman. So no, I'm gonna take the middle lady. That's right. So
So are we? You wanting us to sing, or we just reciting it?
oh no, I can't sing the lick, baby. We gonna just recite it. We gonna
Okay.
recite it.
I'm like,
So
Don't
hold
make
on,
me
now I
back
gotta
at the
learn the song.
microphone now. I got them vocals now. Come on.
no
I'll break
man,
out the mic on you.
I can't sing a lick. Y'all be scared to death. Y'all, everybody will leave here, okay?
Okay.
Everybody
I
will
grew
leave
up in the
here.
choir.
I did not. I did not have those vocal skills. No, ma'am. It would not happen.
But okay, maybe we can just I maybe have to look at it first to pick apart. Like we might have to look at it
Okay.
to be able to decide.
Okay. So, cause it's yeah, it's and then we don't have to do it tomorrow if we don't, we don't have it. I'm thinking, cause Aunt Sarah was first, and so I was thinking I would take Aunt Sarah, and then we'll figure all that out. It's not like we don't talk. We can
Right.
figure all that out later.
We can do a group chat, a messenger chat or something.
Okay, that'll work. And then I will let Tony know. Hey Max, how you doing? I didn't know you
I'm
were
gonna
in
cut
here.
out, you guys. I gotta get back in my kitchen. I'm cooking, so I
Okay,
gotta cut out. You guys have a wonderful evening. I
You
love the
too.
poetry. Keep up the great work, girls.
all
Thank
right,
you
Y'all have a
too.
great night.
right. Thank you for coming, Demetria.
No problem. Anytime.
All right,
Bye bye.
all right. So is it any more poems you have, Tiffany?
I can do one more.
Okay, okay. And then I'll do one more, maybe two. Who knows?
Okay. This one is another one of mine. It's called The Blues. I got the blues. The same words, same rhyme. Come here, you'll find it anytime. Blues. Same words, comfortable, easy, expendable. They're always there waiting to touch the page, flip the script, make the rhyme. Same words, never any different. Nice and slow, they make the flow. Paint a white canvas with color. change the surroundings of my world, but they're always the same. Same words playing in my mind on a merry-go-round. Tag, I'm the best poet, so to speak. I feel no depth, no compassion in this ramble. Roll the dice, but there is no gamble. 'Cause I got the same words stuck on repeat, weaving a loop that's never complete. Same words, same rhyme, no cause, nothing to find. Read Maya, studied Langston, yet here I am with the same words, the same state of mind. I got the blues, the same word, same rhyme. Come here, you'll find it anytime. Blues. So that's kind of like about writer's block.
Girl, don't I know about it? And it's like you want to write something, but
Yeah,
your mind just won't let you get it.
yep,
It's up here, like it's up here, but you can't get it on the paper.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Can't get it
You
on
get
the
the
paper.
idea and it doesn't go where you want it to go or
Girl.
sound how you want it to sound.
And so that's what I've been, well, I think that's what I've kind of been going through like for a few days. Um, and so like I've written something, but it's not coming out just the way that I want it. And so I just put it down like it'll come when it comes. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna force it because when you force it, it's just all over the place. But
yeah,
sometimes I'm all over the place anyway. Yep. Sometimes I'm just all over the place. I saw somebody tried to come up, but they left back out. And if you want to come up here and share a piece, you can come up here and share a piece, and it's open mic night. You don't have to say poetry. You can sing a song. You can just come up here and say how your day went. Um, just come and express yourself. Come on up, share, share with us. All right. Um, I guess I think I've been all through my book already, Tiffany, all up in here. So this one is I'm worth all or nothing. I'm willing to share all of me with you. You are unwilling and unable to do the same. You only want to share pieces of you with me, and those are the scraps. I'm worth all or nothing. I'm seeing me a lot more clear these days. It's unfortunate for you because you are missing out on an amazing woman. You see, I don't have another day, hour, minute, or second to waste on anyone, and especially not someone that clearly doesn't know how to love me the way I want and deserve. I don't need your stamp of approval to know that I am amazing. So that was a short one that I wrote. I'm worth all or nothing. And this one is I refuse to be torn down by anyone. I refuse to be torn down by anyone in any type of way, and especially if you are claiming to love me. This goes for anyone that wants to treat me like I am beneath them or tries to put me down in any way. I will not accept it at all. I'm spending, I am speaking up for myself, so deal with it. I don't mind cutting people off at all anymore, especially a no good dude that means me no good and that also goes that also goes for what's up with some mad trash. I don't even know I don't even know what I would so yeah. But the, so I was seeing somebody and they were a total asshole. You know what I mean? And so it's just no good, like for real, no good dude that wanted, you know, didn't want all of me, but wanted parts of me, and then thought that all this beautiful chocolateness was gonna be hidden. No, I'm not. I'm not your. I'm not gonna hide. I'm not your background girl. I'm not your background dancer. I'm not any of that. So if we can't be out in the open and you want to see me in secret, guess what? We don't need to see each other. You going about your funky ass business. So so that's so that's what and then when I say he was an asshole, because girl tried to get at my friend. You know what I mean? What kind of idiot are you? Oh,
Oh yeah, they some of them are bold. Some of them are bold now.
uh-huh. Thunder Scorpion is back.
All right, I'm back in my
Hey, Thunder.
hey, y'all amazing. That was good. All right, I'll do a short piece if I can remember all of it. It's very short.
Okay, we ready.
All women belong in the kitchen.
No.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Now this is dedicated to my mother and.
He couldn't hear my exclamation because I had put my thing on mute. I said, "Oh, I had to touch my pearl."
All right, here we go. I may trip up on the end, but it's very short, so here we go. Wisdom is feminine. You want the truth or what sounds good. Truth is, I don't exist without you. Never do I doubt you. Your heart is my home. I give love to a mother who never knew her own. Your love is whole. To my backbone, I'm whole. You taught me how to be, simply to let go. Through the womb, you gave me life that is right, the right to have life and the life to live my rights. My mother. Peace.
Oh, I like
That was
that.
good.
I
That was
like
a good
that.
one.
You
Thank you.
brung it, honey. You brung it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to drop back in the chat. Appreciate
Oh,
y'all.
thank you. Thank you. Come back up anytime. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Hey. Yes. Clap, clap, clap. When he said that, girl, I was like, no. When he said, oh, when it's like, in the
The women belong in the kitchen. Yeah, I had my mic on mute. I was like, "Oh, hold on, wait a minute now."
you was clutching your pearls, girl, huh? Sure, and then because that made me, because I've written crazy stuff about my husband, but he not all bad. He haven't been all bad. Because I prefer not to cook. Like I know how to cook, but that's just not something that I like to do. My husband is actually the cook in the house, and yeah, like the whole
Now
the
here's the
whole 20
question:
years we've been married, he's been the
When the
cook.
men can cook, though, they leave their kitchen a hot mess.
You know what? He not like that though. He
See,
you know he like it nice. He like it neat. He be having a fit. Like if the kids leave a dish in the sink, and he be like, why are these dishes in the sink? Wash the damn dish. Wash. You need to wash the dish. All you got to do is wash it. Keep it clean. And I'm like, okay.
and
Just
see mine here. Every dish, I'll be like, "Where this dish come from? I didn't even know we had this dish." Every dish possible. I'd be like, How did we do this?"
yes. Oh, you grew up with your father being the cook. See, it's one.
No, that was my husband that would do that.
Oh no, Thunder Scorpion. That's what he said in the chat.
Oh, okay.
He said his dad being the cook. I'm trying to tell you, like, oh, my dad couldn't cook though. My dad could not cook and I think that's why I was like, if I get married, when I get married, my dude gonna have to know how to cook. Like,
Oh
no,
yeah.
I'm not gonna have nobody that can't cook. I remember had to go, and my mom went in the hospital because I don't know if you heard when I said my mom had sickle cell, but she was in the hospital. And so my cousin was over, and my dad had to cook. He was cooking us some breakfast. Girl, that breakfast was so terrible, honey. The breakfast was so terrible. And he thought he did a good job. He thought he had did a good job. He talking about some, yeah, what he thought we liked it. It was, how do you mess up pancake batter is what I really want to know, right? But my cousin loved it because he put all this syrup on it. And I asked him, I said, hey, when is my mom getting out the hospital? Because I don't like your cooking. I wanted my mom out the hospital. His cooking was awful, And then when he got married, and when he got remarried to his wife, my stepmom that has since passed on, but she did all the cooking, when they were married, and he finally learned how to make him some damn oodles and noodles. Okay, some some oodles and noodles. And so I still be laughing at him. I tell people this story about the pancakes all the time, and he be like, "Don't be quiet, don't say nothing, be quiet."
And
You
see,
ain't
my
done
dad, he have his two signature dishes, and after that, it's all on the women folk to cook. He'll make his red beans and rice and his spaghetti.
Oh,
That's
girl.
it.
Mm, mm,
That's
mm.
the end of it.
Well, look, well, at least he'll do that. My dad didn't even learn how to cook that, but I just wasn't gonna have nobody that couldn't cook. Like, no, no. And then plus, I don't like to cook, so I needed somebody that could
Nowadays,
cook my big ass.
so easy. There's no reason you shouldn't know how to cook. You can turn on the TV and watch one of them
Anything.
chefs on Food Network, or pull out the internet and get you a recipe from somewhere.
No, not with his age. He not gonna change. My dad like
Well, I was saying, a man that you were trying to date. It's no reason
well,
he can't
well, maybe
do a little something or
maybe
something.
look, Tiffany, maybe I might start dating again. If things don't work out with my husband, I might start dating again. So just be on the lookout in case things don't work out here. Then I'm gonna have to take actions into my own hands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the end. Oh, girl, I'm a
Now
clown.
see, Thunder Scorpion. The desserts, that's tricky because you gotta have a special touch when you're baking and making sweets.
Oh, girl, yeah.
But making you a little pasta or some chicken or something, you could Google that. You could Google that
Hmm.
right on up.
All right. Oh, Tony says she burned in every direction. Girl, we know you can cook. I be seeing your cooking videos. I Girl, so I already know that you can burn, honey. Tony Hendricks, she can burn. Hey, Star them. I'm glad you came by. So sure, I be over there. Look, I be over there taking notes. She don't even know, and I'm like, I don't know how to fix this, but I'm gonna take some notes. So, so I can fix this and trick my husband and be like, yeah, see, I'm the better cook. I'm the better cook. You are not. I am the better cook than you.
I don't know. Me and mine, we pretty neck and neck, except for he don't. Sometimes every now and then he like to experiment, and then it don't come out right.
Oh, do you see my face? Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, that right
he
there, those
can cook. He can cook.
no, thank you. I remember it was him and my cousin, our family member, decided that they would experiment for Thanksgiving, right? Because
That's
we
the
had
wrong time to experiment.
right, we had decided because I said, okay, I'm working this shift now, so I'm gonna do Christmas. I'll cook Christmas dinner because I'll be off. You can do Thanksgiving, honey. That was the worst Thanksgiving dinner ever. Okay, the worst Thanksgiving dinner ever in history for me, for us. My daughter left. She said she was going to my sister's house, and then who puts hot dogs in macaroni and cheese? I wanted to fight my husband. Okay, yeah, fucked up the macaroni and cheese. What's wrong with you? Someone said no, no, no. Get your cheap ass hot dogs out my macaroni and cheese. Okay, I'd
Mm-mm.
rather have my hot dog on a piece of bread with some ketchup, not in my damn macaroni and cheese. so, so I don't know what was wrong with him, and then our cousin, I don't know what he was fixing. It was terrible. It looked terrible. It smelled terrible. I didn't even give it a try because
Yeah, when
you
you
know,
have a family, you gotta ask who made this one right here. Okay, no, I know I don't want that because I know you can't cook. We're
girl,
not going. I'm not gonna have that one.
I won't be having any. I'll have none. I'll have none of that. And that's what I did because it was. And he talking about some. Oh, what is he was doing? I don't even remember what he cooked. It was so bad with our cousin. But I have no idea what it was, but I'm gonna tell you what I think it was. Okay, it was trash. So that's where the fuck I put it in the trash can. No, thank you. Get get it out of here.
Yes, that's when you assign that person. You bring ice, you bring some sodas. We don't need you to cook nothing. Just bring the stuff that's already pre-made.
But see, that's the thing. He can cook. Both of them know how to cook. They decided to experiment, and not only did they experiment, they had been drinking. Okay, and so
Oh yeah,
that was part of the problem. And I'm like, how y'all gonna drink and try to cook Thanksgiving dinner? Y'all knew better. You know what I mean? Y'all knew better. And then I'm work. I said, if they was gonna do that, like I just could have came home and cooked when I got home. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So they just ruined Thanksgiving dinner. So that's my ruined Thanksgiving dinner story for you. They ruined it. Daggone assholes. Hey, talking more with Nancy. How are you? I'm happy you came by. So I did have I had a because earlier the question that I asked it kind of went to the left earlier.
Hmm.
It was going to the left, uh but you understood what I was asking. So
Yes, I think he was applying it to adults and not children.
oh, okay. And so then I had my if anyone because I said it was discussion and poetry. So we already asked our first question. Um, so I'm gonna just go to the second one. If anyone wants to know what the first question was, just just ask to hear it again. Just say you want to hear it again, and I will I will say it. But the second question is Is self respect something you always had or something you develop over time? So that's the question. That's part of one of the questions for the discussion. So what do you think? You can answer in the chat, or you can come up here and answer. And since
I
Tiff
think
and
you
I are
start
here,
off. I
huh?
think I think you start off having it, and sometimes maybe you get a little lost and you lose it from certain relationships. Doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be friendship or parents, or you get in your head and start thinking about what other people want more so than yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of lose it. And I think you come to a point where you get to a certain age and you get it back.
Okay. So
Like yeah,
that's what I was going to ask. So how do you get your self respect back if you have lost self respect? I have to go to this
I
part of
think
the
you
chat.
have to start putting yourself. And I know, especially for women, we put a lot of people before ourselves. I think to get your self respect back, if it's not making you happy or it's not bringing anything to the table, you have to put set your standards, set your boundaries of what makes you happy or unhappy, and that's how you get your self respect back by
Okay.
learning to say no, learning to
Mm-hmm.
say no, that's not for me. It doesn't have to be necessarily a bad thing. Okay, we're not compatible. Let's move around. It doesn't have to be a bad thing that you're not compatible with somebody or y'all don't feel like y'all are on the same, wavelength as far as respect. Some people take things as a respect that other people don't.
Yeah. So basically, you have to set your boundaries.
Yeah.
Set your boundaries. That makes a lot of sense, and I need to learn how to start saying no a whole lot more. I've gotten better. I've gotten a lot better at saying no. But when your identity has been tied into being a mom for so many
Mhm.
years, then being somebody's wife for all these
Mhm.
years. And then once the children are grown, and then because the children are basically grown on their way out the door. Everybody grown, but some have came home, so they're doing their own thing, right? And it's like, what does Berta do now? You know what I mean? What do I do with me? What am I going to do with me myself? I have my poetry. I do that, and just starting to find a balance for myself because soon the children will be out the house. You know what I mean? And I don't want to go do everything that my husband do. Like, no. So I had to find a balance that worked for Verda, and poetry definitely was my outlet. And he didn't always want to come to the poetry shows with me, and I'm trying to drag him to all the poetry shows with me. Like, come on, come to the poetry shows with me. And so I had to realize, hey, this is not his thing. If you want to come sometimes, he can come, but go ahead and do your thing by yourself, and let him go ahead and do some things that he like to do by himself, and just come and meet together at another time and do some things y'all like together. And you don't always have to be together. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I watch like videos and stuff like that. I like how Will and Jada say they're married and yeah, they're one, but they don't depend on each other to make each other happy. You
Yeah.
have to make yourself happy
And so
because yeah.
that was something that I had to start, learning. You know what I mean? I had to start learning and just starting, like, it started with me really going and doing my poetry, but I had started really going and doing my poetry while we were separated, and I was really just blossoming. And then when we got back together, it was like I went back into this shell
Hmm.
of not doing my poetry, not going to the poetry shows if he wasn't going to come. And I had to go ahead and break back out of that and start back doing it because, like you said, I have to be happy for me without
Hmm.
him, and he have to be happy with himself without me because
Hmm.
happiness comes from within.
Cause
So
guess what? He didn't go to the poetry show like he ain't want to go. So he happy, and you sitting at home looking at him upside his head, mad and miserable.
like ready to fight, girl, ready to fight,
Yeah.
talking mad trash, ready to fight like this. You mother, you know what? You know what? And he's like, what's wrong? So I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do me. So I just started going back to the little poetry shows, and I don't know, I love dancing, so sometimes I would go to the little nightclub that it burnt down now. I'm so sad, but it wasn't far from here. I would go there on Old School Sunday, and I would go there and tear the floor up. I can't dance a lick, but I would tear the floor up. I would be all on the floor dancing until I was ready to come on back. So, I was just going on and doing the things I like. So
Yeah.
I had to find
And
that balance.
I will say that marriage is about compromise. You
Hmm.
know, sometimes he may not want to go, so you stay at home. Sometimes you want to go, so he come. Maybe once a month, you say, "Hey, once a month, can we go?" Or every other month, can we go? And then the months he don't go, you go by yourself.
And I like that. I like that idea because he said he had said he would come. Before like this whole pandemic stuff happened. And I didn't believe him. I was like, I ain't even gonna say nothing to him about going. I'm just gonna go on. But once I know everything has really opened back up, I'm gonna take your suggestion and bring it to him and see what he says.
Yeah. And or
Mm.
even, say, hey, you don't want to do the poetry. What do you want to go out and do? We can go. We can go do that.
I'm trying to see. Look here, because he tried to ask me to go fishing today, and I'm like, no.
Oh,
So
you should go fishing this summer. You could take your book. You ain't got to fish. You could just take your notebook, go sit out there on the water, get that nice little breeze. It's nice. It's nice fishing.
girl,
I would go. I used to go with my grandmother when I was little, and
okay.
I would love being out there with her. Now I'm scared of the bait, so somebody else would have to hook the bait for me. But I would fish.
I've never been fishing, and my whole problem is bugs. So it's like I don't want to be out there because I know it's going to be bugs crawling around, flying in my face, and I'm going to be fighting bugs. So I just have a whole issue with
Get you some
flying
off.
bugs.
Get you some off. Get you a citronella candle or something and light it out there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna compromise. I'm gonna go fishing with them. I'm gonna let you know how it goes when I go, but I'm gonna have to prepare myself at least a week in advance to go. Okay,
Yes.
you
And
know.
tell him to prepare himself for the poetry night.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And so we gonna work this thing out. And I see you, Tony. You don't like fishing either, huh? I'm a still try. I'm gonna still try though, Tony. I'm gonna still try.
You might go out there and like it. Being out
Who
there on the
who
water.
who knows? I might get a good fish that I can come back and fry it up in the pan, baby.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm gonna come back cussing. She said. Tony said I'm gonna come back cussing, Tiffany. Oh, Lord, Tiffany. Oh, I hope I don't come back cussing. But if I
And
do,
I will say, once he gets you out there, he might keep you out there longer than you want to be out there.
oh no, He can't keep me out. He can't keep me out there longer than he wants to because it's a pond right down the hill from the house. He's trying to get. So I'm gonna walk. I walk my black behind right on back up the hill to the house. So no, sir, it won't happen. He promised you crab. Oh, I would have went. Girl, I would have went fishing for them crab legs too, baby. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I think I'm gonna try something real quick, everybody. Um uh I don't know if it's gonna work. I hope it don't cut you all off. I have two buddy audio hero thing. I'm trying to put some music on. Can you hear me?
Uh huh.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to put this music on and see if I know what I'm doing, Tony and Tiffany. So give me a second. I don't know if it's gonna work, so I hope it don't turn y'all off. Uh, y'all still there?
Uh huh.
Can y'all still see me?
I can see you.
Okay, so I can't see y'all, but y'all can see me. Okay. Um, and I don't even know what I'm doing right now. It says sign in with YouTube. I don't know. Look here, I have zero idea what's going down right now. Um, um,
Yeah, them crab legs are good. They done made me hungry too.
so since I didn't know what I was doing, I ain't gonna mess around. Okay. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, I love me some crabs, some crab legs, some shrimp. We grew up eating crabs. Back home we grew up eating crabs, honey, yes. And so I was like, we gonna have some crabs. My daughter's birthday the 4th of July. So we gonna have like some crabs and just seafood on the 4th. And so for June 19th, Juneteenth, we're gonna do something too here, but we're gonna do the whole crab thing for her birthday. She don't even know she about to be surprised. Hopefully she won't surprise me and not be here. But even if she do, I'm gonna eat the crabs, okay? I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna enjoy it. So if she surprised me when she get here and be like,
I
you
had to be upset
surprised,
you missed
the
it.
joke is on you. Exactly. Hmm. Yep. I am so because it's winding down to about 5 minutes. So I'm trying to make it to 11 o'clock. If
You had another question, huh?
I did. How you know I had another question? So the next one is, so do you think defunding the police is a good idea? Like, do you think it'd be a good idea, a bad idea? Why or why not? Or where do you stand with it?
I don't know about defunding them because they do serve a purpose in the community. I think what they should do is a real reform with them,
Hmm.
make their training more strenuous, make I mean, to be a policeman, you don't have to have a degree. You just go to the police academy. You be in physical shape. You pass. I think the only thing you can't have is like a background. So basically, anybody can go be a police officer. I think they should make the qualifications to be a police officer more, more strict.
Yeah, I I think that they should go through mental evaluations. Like, I,
Yeah, stuff
I
like
think,
stuff like that. Yeah.
I think that they should.
Should also probably I think like I've seen they should have like a degree in the legal system.
Hmm.
Not a lawyer, but just a degree in the social justice system. Know the laws, know people right, know basic laws and rights of everybody. Because I don't want to say that all the police are bad. I don't believe all the police are bad. I
Yeah.
believe that some people just get power, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's
Yes, it does.
that's what happens. They who checks them? Who who polices the police other
And
than the
then,
police chief? And
you
if the
know,
police chief is gonna look out for his policemen, then who is policing the police?
nobody.
Exactly. So I mean I don't think defunding them will really do anything.
Hmm.
I think they just need a better system of who becomes a police officer.
Yes. Hey, Queen, I see you came in. How you doing? That's my friend in here. We've been friends since I was 18. We were both
Maybe my
18.
cards on the table here.
We've been friends over 20 years. And she in here. She said, "Hey, Queen, I'm speaking back." And it's like
How are y'all doing?
we became sisters. We've been through some things like she and I. We said we're gonna talk about it one day up here. But to love a friend, to lose a friend, and then to regain that friend back. You know what I mean? Because she's been my friend. I have two really good friends, and just I can't even express the words. But I'm so glad that you made it, Queen. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So, what I want to do is I want to revisit that question that we had the issue with earlier, Tiffany. And
Thunder Thunder
so,
Scorpio said, "Are we from?" I'm actually from Houston, where George Floyd was from.
mm,
So we had a lot of protests. I think they burned a couple of police cars here, but I don't think they did anything really, really, really crazy here because they were trying to be respectful and honorable. And our police chief, he got out there and walked with them, and he said a big speech that was really good, and for morale and because our police chief is, I believe he's a Hispanic man,
hmm,
so he's brown like us.
yeah,
So oh, me and Tony, we in the same place.
yeah,
So um he here nothing really crazy happened. Of course um it was a big deal here because he was from here.
hmm,
And I know at my job we've opened back up for work, and they closed down on Monday in observance of him
oh,
because he's
okay,
from here, and that was going to be the day where they allow people to come and view the body. He was memorial service, so
yeah,
they closed our stores. Some of these people got to acting a fool because our store was closed. The other folks that don't like us too well, they got to cutting up.
you
So
know,
yeah, but I mean, nothing really crazy has too much happened here as far as the protesting and the riots and the looting and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, we here in North Carolina, and my daughters they went to a protest in Raleigh, and the police gassed them, like they gassed them, basically, really for no reason. My daughter was taking she did a live on Facebook. So I got to see what was happening. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? And I went to a protest with my other daughter in Fayetteville. That was peaceful. The police actually walked with us
Hmm.
in that one. And then my daughter that I think I told y'all about that she is a rebel. That's what I call her, a rebel with a cause. So she went to another a rally without anybody by herself, and they had a viewing of the body down here. So she went to that. She's just been all over. Like I think she be tweeting crazy stuff too, but she won't tell me what her name is on Twitter. So okay, I don't know what the hell. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't want to know trouble. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think, people say the news does. I definitely think the news portrays a lot of fake news because a lot of the looting and the rioting were not us and were not the protesters.
Oh, I know. It was a lot of some of them be police officers as well. You know, going in there, and then it be you know, Caucasian people, white people, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it be other people that's not our race and that's not with us and don't they're not trying to fight for us, but they're trying to make us look bad. You know.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, girl, I made it. I made it to 11 o'clock. How about that, Tiffany? I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could do it.
I didn't see anything about the naked man, Tony, but I don't watch the news. I normally get all my news off of my phone from somewhere.
A naked man. What happened?
The naked man was running around, I guess, during one of the protests.
Lord have mercy. The people getting crazier and crazier. They talking about something. They saw somebody in a damn Batman suit, child.
Yeah, Batman. Yep.
So it's like, who?
Like he was coming to fight crime. Get
Yeah,
him in the water.
and then when we went, that was in Raleigh. When we went to the one in Fayetteville, it was somebody came out there as Captain America. What the
Oh
hell?
goodness.
What is going on out here? What's going on in these streets? So I want to thank I want to thank everyone for coming, and I definitely appreciate all of you for coming. And y'all already know that it's poetry night, and I usually close it out with a Maya Angelou poem for sure. Um, so I'm trying to see if I'm going to close out with the poem, a Maya Angelou poem or not. Or would you like to take us out with a poem, Tiffany?
Um. Oh, sure.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me find something. Okay. This is one of mine. Or you want me to do it, Maya Angelou?
Oh no, no, it's your own choice. That's just something that I do.
Okay. This is mine. It's called The Underside of a Rainbow. I feel as if I stand on the other side of a rainbow, lost in translation. I have found my pot of gold at the end of you. All the colors illuminate my infatuation with you. I am bursting with color, leftover residue from the other underside of a rainbow. You streaked into my life like a comet, my once in a lifetime, leaving my world bright with technicolor. I am not interested in black, no longer feeling the color blue. I just want to bask in the brown that is the you of you. I like to trace the steps with my fingertips to your full pink lips. They are the color of love. They have cast a spell over me. You have blindsided me with an array of new colors, each new you depicting my feelings for you. I have lost my way, stumbled and fallen at the underside of a rainbow, fallen in love with you.
Oh yes, I love it. I love it. So what has happened is my friend has requested not a song. She has requested a poem for me to say in the chat that I wrote. Is your house in order? So
Okay.
I'm going. I think I remember it. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and see. Why are you so worried about everyone else's life? What is the real root of your problem? Who gave you the authority to stampede all over so many people's lives? Answer me this. Is your house in order? You need to stop calling people on the phone and telling them what's going on with other people. Before you try and judge, answer me this. Is your house in order? That's all I remember. That's I,
Yes, that
so that's
sounds like something. Yes.
oh oh yeah, it is something, girl. I was so upset when I wrote that. I was upset with a family member, and it just seemed like when I'm angry, the words come
You know,
out.
that's what people do. They like to call out what's going on with you because
ex-
of what they got going on.
Exactly, and so it was just it was crazy. It was sheer craziness with her, and but before she passed, because my cousin has passed on, I'm happy that we were able to make up and become friends, cousinship, sisterhood again. But I didn't speak to her for some years before that happened, and I had went home. I went home for I just went home for a visit, and my sister called me, which is my cousin, but I call her my sister. And so when she called, she was like, "Okay, you gonna go see?" She said I was gonna go see my cousin. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go see her." So I went over there. She just basically told the big sis what she was gonna do because she wanted us to basically make up. And I'm so grateful that I did that because we talked like every day. And I think like about 2 months after, or so it might have been 3 or 4, she had passed away. So I don't know how I would have took that if we weren't speaking. You know what I mean? If we weren't speaking when she passed away, that I think that would have really hurt me because I wasn't able to make it home. I tried to drive home. My van broke down on the way to go to the funeral. I had to come back, and so I'm grateful that we made up. But the things that she took me through was hell. Okay, was hell. But it still made me who I am today as a woman, as a mother, and as a person. So I had to go through those things to become who I am today. And I
Yeah,
understand that.
most
But
definitely.
so so that's all. Yes, healing, Tony. So that's all I have for tonight. And Tiffany, I want to thank you for always when I ask you, you be like, yes, I can make it. Give me a time. And then sometimes we might have to readjust the times because it don't work for you or don't work for me. But I just want to thank you for coming when I ask you and being a part of it. And I want to thank you as well, Demetria, because I know you come when I ask you as well. And Tony, I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for coming. And I want
Thank
to
you for inviting me.
yes. You invited every Saturday. We just have to make sure we have our time because this is our time because I feel like all of our work deserve to be heard. And we are all in poetically us together. And I always tell y'all in the group that y'all my family, y'all my poetry family. I love all of y'all. We you know, we have different styles of writing, but we are collectively a poetic family. You know what I mean? And I just can't wait until we can all be together in one space doing our poetry and just doing our thing because it's going to happen.
Yes.
It's going to happen. I can see it clear as day. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I can see it. So that's what I want to thank everybody. Thunder Scorpion, thank you for coming up. And y'all already know. I just want to say thank you, be blessed, and have a great one. So I'm going to be signing off now, and I'll probably be calling and talking to you, Tiffany, Tony, and Demetria, so we can figure out about the 4 women.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too.